Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely.
Awesome. Today we're tackling 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. It's by Steve Chandler.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is. So it's not your typical self-help book, with like a rigid set of rules.
Right.
It's more like 100 separate tools
Yeah.
in a motivation toolbox.
Oh, like that. A toolbox.
And you can pick and choose what works for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there are 100 chapters. Each one's a bite-sized technique.
Nice.
So no need to block off hours to read this whole thing.
Right?
You can literally just grab one idea and go.
That's great.
And I was skimming through the chapter titles.
Yeah.
And some of these are like seriously intriguing.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Tell yourself a true lie. Bounce your thoughts.
Interesting.
What do you think?
Well, Chandler's really good at making what could be a pretty dry topic like motivation,
Yeah.
making it playful,
Yeah.
engaging.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And even the language, right?
Yeah.
It hints at a different approach
Yeah.
to motivation
I think so. Yeah.
than maybe we're used to.
Mm.
All right. So chapter 1, this one is called Create a Vacuum.
Okay.
And it's about clearing out mental clutter
Mm-hmm.
to make room for new ideas and goals.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And then chapter 2 is Be Unreasonable.
Mm.
So he's encouraging us to push past limitations,
Okay.
the ones we put on ourselves,
Uh-huh.
and set really audacious goals. Like, don't be afraid to think big.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty common thread throughout the book, right?
Oh, is it?
This idea of, like, challenging conventional wisdom.
Okay, yeah.
He wants you to question, like, all those assumptions that are holding you back.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So he's all about, like, shaking things up.
Exactly.
Okay, so then chapter 3, this is where we get to that tell yourself a true lie.
Right. That one.
Yeah, he talks about his daughter.
Okay.
And she had this school assignment where they wrote these fantastical poems. Yeah, but they were called lie poems,
Lie poems. Okay.
where they basically envisioned their ideal selves.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So they were writing about themselves, but like in this kind of exaggerated positive way.
So almost like they're writing about who they want to become.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Right. And what's so fascinating to me is the psychology behind it.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Because your subconscious, right,
Uh-huh.
doesn't necessarily know the difference between what's real and what you imagine. If you imagine it vividly enough.
That's interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly visualizing your ideal self, could that actually help to make it reality?
That's a good question.
That's like that story about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah?
He declared he'd be a Hollywood star.
Yeah.
When he was still a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
With a really thick accent.
Right, right.
Do you think faking it till he made it actually worked for him?
It's hard to say for sure. I mean, he certainly put in the work, too.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, what if you don't need to wait
For what?
for external validation to go after what you want?
Yeah.
What if you just give yourself permission, like internally?
Even if it feels like a lie at first.
Exactly.
Okay, that is such a good point.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so chapter 4. This one is called Keep Your Eyes on the Prize.
Okay.
And he uses this analogy of walking a 2x4.
2x4. Okay.
So easy if you're focused on the board, right?
Mhm. Oh.
But try doing it when you're fixated on falling.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. You'd probably fall.
Right. And that's exactly how we get sidetracked, I think,
By what?
by all our fears,
Mhm.
anxieties, instead of just focusing on the goal.
Right.
So it's not just about thinking positive.
Okay.
It's about where you direct your attention.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
What are you giving more mental energy to?
Yeah.
The prize
Yeah.
or the potential for failure?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Right. And he even talks about Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
He was the former coach for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And he actually used this analogy,
With his team.
to motivate them. Before the 1993 Super Bowl,
Did they win?
they did. So clearly it resonated with them. Right?
Obviously.
All right, so chapter 5. This one is called Learn to Sweat in Peace.
Sweat in peace. Okay.
And this one's all about embracing the hard work, the preparation, even when it's not, fun or glamorous.
Right. It's about the process.
Exactly. And he talks about his childhood friend who would practice pitching
Oh, okay. Based on that.
relentlessly,
Wow.
even when it wasn't fun to be ready for those high-pressure games.
Makes sense.
So it's like that classic practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Right. But how do we apply that to, our own lives?
That's a good question. There's that Navy SEAL saying,
What is...
the more you sweat in peacetime, the less you bleed in war.
Ooh,
Right.
I like that.
So what if you thought about your own goals that way? What's your version of peacetime training?
That is a good question for everyone listening.
Yeah, think about that.
What skills could you hone now? Even if it's tough,
Yeah.
that will pay off big time later.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 6. Activate your dreams.
Okay.
Pretty self-explanatory, right? Make those dreams a reality by taking action. The first step, no matter how small.
Love it.
Then chapter 7 is all about streamlining. Combine your tasks.
Oh, okay.
He tells a story about how he went grocery shopping,
Uh-huh.
spent time with his kids, and D read their book reports all at the same time.
Wait, what? How did he do that?
I know, right? He's like, super dad.
That's multitasking to the extreme.
Seriously. But it's so interesting, right? He took 3 separate things and turned it into one.
I guess it makes you think, like, do we have to compartmentalize everything? Work, family, personal growth, are those always separate buckets?
Right. What if they could overlap a bit more?
Exactly.
Okay, now this next one is wild. Chapter 8. It's called Handle Everything Immediately.
Handle everything immediately. Wow,
And
okay.
it features this CEO, Bob Kother. He has this radical system for productivity.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
He doesn't let anything pile up.
Like, at all.
No, he tackles tasks the second they come up.
Wow. I admire that, but
I know, right? It seems intense.
it does.
He even reads and responds to, like, reports immediately.
Most people would put that off as long as possible.
Me too.
Mm.
But think about it. He frees up so much mental space. He's not constantly battling that to-do list, you know?
Right, it's like always hanging over your head.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then he can actually focus on, like, the big picture stuff.
For strategic thinking, that really matters.
Exactly. Okay, chapter 9. This one is build a track record. All about action-driving belief.
Okay, interesting.
So Chandler talks about this guy who kept wanting affirmations,
Yeah.
to change this belief he had about himself. He thought he was a non-finisher.
Okay, so he wanted to change his mindset.
Yeah. And Chandler was like, forget the affirmations.
Really? What did he say instead?
He said, just start finishing things. Yeah. He's like, let the action change the truth about yourself.
So counterintuitive, right? We always think we have to change our thoughts first.
I know.
But what if it's actually the other way around? What if taking action consistently
Yeah.
actually builds that belief that you are capable?
Oh, I like that. All right. Chapter 10. See the ball, be the ball.
Sports analogy.
Got it. So focus on your goal. Let go of the distractions. Be in the zone.
Makes sense.
Okay. Chapter 11. Create your own emergency.
Your own emergency, what's that about?
It's about finding that sense of urgency to get you moving. Like, what if you had to make this happen right now?
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Then we have Drive to Learn, chapter 12.
Okay.
All about those in-between moments, like Chandler was huge on audiobooks, right?
Yeah, audiobooks are great.
Turn your commute into productive time. Don't just be stuck in traffic, be learning.
Such a good idea. I waste so much time commuting.
I know, me too. Definitely adding that to my list. Okay, chapter 13. This one is called Plan Your Work.
Right.
It's all about the power of strategic planning and how it can actually help you overcome challenges.
Okay.
So there's this great quote he uses from Napoleon Hill. Ready for this?
Yeah, hit me.
He says, there is one unbeatable rule for the mastery of sorrows and disappointments, and that is the transmutation of those emotional frustrations through definitely planned work.
Wow. That's a mouthful.
But powerful.
It is, right. So planning isn't just about like calendars and to-do lists. It's about taking control, channeling your energy in a positive way.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so then chapter 14, we're back to bounce your thoughts.
Oh, yeah, the basketball one.
You got it. He compares it to learning to dribble a basket. Fascinating.
Right, and it has to do with, like, building those neural pathways, creating new habits.
Yeah, neuroplasticity.
Exactly. It's a real thing.
It is.
So don't let anyone tell you you're stuck with a negative mindset.
That's good to know.
Right. You can change it. Okay. Chapter 15, change the channel. That's about shifting your perspective when you're hit with negativity.
So like just switch it up.
Yeah. Don't want it.
Makes sense.
Then chapter 16. Ooh, I feel like I need this one. It's called Start Slowly to Finish Quickly.
Interesting.
Have you ever noticed how we resist tasks?
All the time.
Because we picture them as this huge, overwhelming mountain, right?
Oh, yeah.
So his advice is to start slowly.
Okay.
Almost ridiculously slowly.
Really?
To trick your mind into getting started.
Interesting.
So instead of staring at a blank page for an hour,
Yeah.
Just write one sentence.
Oh, I get it.
And often, once you're in motion, the momentum takes over.
That makes sense.
And you actually end up finishing faster than if you agonized over the start.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that a lot, actually.
Okay, chapter 17, The Great Reminder. This one's all about those visual cues,
Okay.
reminders, to keep you focused on your goals.
Like vision boards.
Yeah, or even a simple Post-it note
Right.
with your goal written on it so you see it all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Keep those dreams front and center.
Exactly. Okay, this next one might sound a little strange. Chapter 18. Learn to do nothing.
Do nothing. In this busy world, that seems impossible.
I know, right? It seems so counterintuitive.
It does.
But in our always-on, hyper-connected world,
Uh-huh.
it's so important to create space for stillness, reflection.
Yeah, it's true. We rarely just, be.
Exactly. And that's where the magic happens, right? Those aha moments. They come when we disconnect from the noise.
Do you ever do that? Like, intentionally disconnect, just to be.
I try to. It's not easy.
It's hard.
But even just 5 minutes
Yeah.
of quiet meditation can make a huge difference.
I'm going to try that today.
I'm with you. Okay, chapter 19. Use your brain chemicals. This one sounds a little scientific.
Okay, yeah. What's he talking about?
So it's actually pretty simple. It's about recognizing that activities like laughing, singing, dancing,
Okay.
those aren't just fun.
Yeah.
They actually release mood-boosting chemicals in your brain.
Oh, wow.
So in a way, having fun, is productive.
I like that. Permission to be a little silly.
I'm in. All right, chapter 20. Respect your instincts.
Okay, that one makes sense.
Trust your gut, that inner voice.
Yeah,
And then chapter 21, think big, then act small.
I like that.
So you have the grand vision, but then you break it down.
Yeah. Manageable steps.
Exactly. Don't get overwhelmed by the enormity of it all.
Right.
Just focus on that next tiny step.
Love it.
Okay, chapter 22. We're getting philosophical. Don't worry, be happy.
Oh, yeah, I like the song.
It's a classic, right?
Yeah.
But it's true. It's about choosing happiness. Not always easy, but such a powerful shift.
Mindset is everything.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 23. Use affirmations correctly. So
Okay.
Chandler's known for emphasizing action over affirmations, right?
Right.
But in this chapter, he talks about how to actually make them effective.
Okay.
And then in chapter 24, focus on your strengths.
Yeah.
He's reminding us that we're all uniquely gifted, right?
Yeah.
And we should be spending our time doing what we do best.
Yeah. Play to your strengths. Don't get bogged down in the weaknesses.
Exactly. And then chapter 25, change your story. It's
Right.
all about those narratives we tell ourselves, right?
Right.
And replacing those self-limiting beliefs with more empowering ones,
Yeah, it's all about that internal dialogue.
literally. Okay, chapter 26, find your tribe. So he's talking about surrounding yourself with a supportive community.
Yeah, the people who get you.
Exactly. People who lift you up, inspire you.
That's important.
And then chapter 27, celebrate small wins. Don't wait for the big moments, right?
Right.
Acknowledge and appreciate those little victories along the way.
They add up.
They do. Okay, now we're getting to chapter 28. Embrace failure as feedback. I love this one.
Oh, yeah. What's that about?
It's about viewing setbacks, failures, as opportunities
Okay.
to learn and grow,
Yeah.
not as reasons to give up.
Right.
So it's not about avoiding failure. It's
Yeah.
about learning from it.
Yeah. Reframing your relationship with failure.
Totally. Okay, chapter 29. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Oh, that's a good one. Steve Jobs.
You got it. So he's encouraging us to stay curious,
Yeah.
willing to learn and grow, never stop being a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chapter 30. Create rituals. This one is all about the power of routine.
Oh, I love routines.
Me too.
They make me feel grounded.
And they can actually boost your productivity
Right.
and help you overcome procrastination.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, instead of waiting for the right mood to strike, what if the ritual itself becomes the mood setter?
I like that.
It's like putting your success on autopilot.
Makes sense.
All right, then chapter 31. Visualize your success. That's about creating a clear picture in your mind
Yeah.
of your desired outcome.
Mm.
So you're basically programming your subconscious mind to believe it's possible.
Interesting.
And then hopefully that increases your motivation.
So, your mind doesn't know the difference
Yeah.
between a real experience and, a vividly imagined one.
That's the idea.
pretty wild.
Pretty wild, right?
It is.
Okay, chapter 32, break down your goals. This one's about, big goals can be overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
So he's saying, break them down into smaller, manageable steps.
Right. Create a roadmap.
Exactly. It's like a step-by-step guide to achieving your dreams. And then we get to chapter 33, find your why. So this one's all about connecting to a deeper purpose.
Yeah.
The WHY behind your actions.
Wow.
Right? And that gives meaning to your work.
It's like aligning your goals with your values.
Exactly.
Finding that intrinsic motivation.
Yes. The thing that fuels your passion and keeps you going even when it's tough.
Exactly.
All right, chapter 34, practice gratitude. This one's all about cultivating that grateful mindset.
Okay.
So appreciate the good in your life. Recognize the abundance that surrounds you.
Yeah. Gratitude's so important.
And it has so many benefits, right?
It really does.
Increase happiness, reduce stress, just overall well-being. Okay, and then chapter 35. This one's a good reminder. Appreciate this hour.
Appreciate this hour. Okay.
That's about savoring the present moment.
Right.
Finding joy in those everyday experiences.
Yeah, that's hard sometimes.
I know, right?
Yeah, it is.
But he uses this anecdote about Voltaire.
Voltaire.
Yeah. When asked how he would spend his last 24 hours, he supposedly said, one at a time.
Wow.
Powerful, right?
It is.
So it's about being fully present in each moment, recognizing that the present is all we really have.
Yeah, that's a good reminder, especially in our culture of like always striving for the next thing, you know?
I know. Okay, so chapter 36, take action now. This one stresses the importance of, well, taking action.
Right, no more procrastinating.
Exactly. Procrastination is the thief of time. So even if it's a small step, do something. Create that momentum.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then chapter 37, shift your inspiration to someone else. This is where he introduces that relationship.
Relationships. I haven't heard that one.
So it's all about finding motivation. But by focusing on helping others,
Oh, interesting.
it's like shifting your focus outwards
Okay.
and tapping into like a deeper source of inspiration.
So he's saying that helping others can actually motivate you.
That's the idea. Isn't that crazy?
It is. But it makes you wonder, like, what if true fulfillment comes from contributing to something bigger than yourself?
It really does. And then chapter 38, we have learn to come from behind.
I'm from behind. What's that about?
It's about acknowledging that, progress is rarely linear.
Oh, yeah. It's messy.
Right. Setbacks happen. It's about resilience.
Like 2 steps forward, 1 step back is still progress.
Exactly. Okay, chapter 39, we're getting into the power of belief.
Okay.
So this one's about the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
If you believe you can achieve something, you're more likely to take the actions that lead to success.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Because our beliefs shape our reality. So if we can cultivate positive beliefs about ourselves,
Yeah.
about our abilities,
Yeah.
then we can create a more positive and fulfilling life.
It's all about mindset.
It really is. Okay, so then chapter 40. This one is a challenge to us all. Make a goal of happiness.
Make a goal of happiness.
Okay, so we often think of happiness as like the result of success, right?
Yeah.
But what if we flip that
Okay.
and actually prioritize joy
Uh-huh.
as an essential part of the journey,
That's good.
right? Not just the destination.
Mm.
So we got to find those things
Mm-hmm.
that make us genuinely happy
Yeah.
and work them into our everyday lives.
Absolutely.
All right, chapter 41, take a break.
It's as simple as it sounds.
Oh yeah, we need those.
You do. Burnout is real. So give yourself permission to rest. Recharge.
Yeah, self-care is important.
It is. Okay, chapter 42. Create a positive environment.
Okay, so this is about like our surroundings.
You got it. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's people, places, even things. Create an environment that supports your well-being.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like your environment can really impact your mood, your energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then chapter 43, learn from role models.
Okay,
So, we don't have to figure everything out on our own.
right. Learn from the best.
Exactly. There are so many examples
Hmm.
of people who have achieved amazing things.
Yeah.
So we can learn from their stories, their successes, their failures even.
Then chapter 44. This is a critical one, especially in the age of social media. Don't compare yourself to others.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard one.
It is so easy to fall into that trap,
It is.
right?
Yeah,
And end up feeling inadequate.
totally.
But it's a recipe for unhappiness
Yeah,
and self-doubt.
yeah, it is.
So he's really encouraging us to focus on our own journey,
Okay.
celebrate our own unique strengths and accomplishments,
Yeah.
and let go of the need for the external validation.
It's all about focusing on yourself.
Exactly. All right, chapter 45. Put more game in your work.
Oh, I like that one. Sounds fun.
It is. It's all about, finding ways to make work more enjoyable,
Okay.
more engaging.
Yeah.
And he tells this story about a salesperson
Oh, yeah.
who approached his work like a chess game.
Cool.
So it wasn't just about, like, making the sale.
Right.
It was about the strategy, the challenge,
Yeah.
the game itself.
Yeah.
So it makes you think, how can we introduce elements of play,
Yeah.
creativity, challenge
Yeah.
into our own work
Yeah.
to make it more intrinsically motivating?
That's a good question.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 46. We're problem solving with this one. Focus on solutions.
Okay.
So this is about shifting your mindset
Okay.
from dwelling on the problem to finding solutions.
Right. Right.
So every problem
Yeah.
presents an opportunity for growth, innovation.
Makes sense.
And by focusing on solutions, we move forward with a sense of, like, agency,
Yeah.
optimism.
That's good.
And then chapter 47, the power of momentum.
Okay.
So this one's all about recognizing that even small actions
Yeah.
can create a snowball effect,
Okay.
leading to greater motivation and progress.
Right. So progress begets progress.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
about recognizing that action creates momentum,
Yeah.
and by taking consistent action,
Uh-huh.
we can create a virtuous cycle
Okay.
of motivation and achievement.
I like that.
All right, chapter 48, see problems as opportunities.
Okay.
This one's about reframing our perspective
Yeah.
on challenges,
Right.
recognizing that a lot of times those moments of difficulty
Uh-huh.
actually present opportunities for growth
Yeah.
and innovation.
Interesting.
So Chandler argues that by embracing problems
Yeah.
as opportunities, we can actually unlock creative solutions and achieve breakthroughs. That wouldn't have been possible without the challenge.
That's a cool way to look at it.
Right. It's like looking for the silver lining
Mm.
in every cloud. Okay. Chapter 49, set boundaries.
Yeah.
This one's about establishing clear boundaries in our lives to protect our time, our energy, our well-being.
Oh, yeah. Boundaries are so important.
They are. It's about learning to say no
Yeah. To things that drain you.
to commitments that drain our energy
Yeah.
and distract us from those goals. And just prioritize,
Things that really
the
matter.
things that really matter. Okay, chapter 50, the power of now.
Oh, mindfulness.
You got it.
Yeah.
So cultivating a practice of mindfulness, being fully present in the current moment.
Yeah. Letting go of the worries about the past, the anxieties about the future.
Exactly. It's all about recognizing that, like, the present moment is all we really have.
It's true.
And by embracing it, we can experience more peace, more joy, more fulfillment.
Absolutely.
Okay, chapter 51, embrace change. Big one, right?
It is. It's constant.
It is, and it's inevitable. So he's saying, by resisting change,
Yeah.
we create unnecessary stress, suffering.
That's true.
So it's about learning to adapt
Yeah.
to new circumstances,
Okay.
embrace the unknown, and see change as an opportunity for growth, transformation.
It's all about perspective, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 52, challenge your assumptions.
Mm.
This one's about, like, questioning our deeply held beliefs
Yeah.
about ourselves, the world, our place in it.
Okay. Yeah.
So a lot of those beliefs,
Yeah.
they're just stories
Oh, interesting.
we've told ourselves
Okay.
over time.
Yeah.
So by challenging those stories,
Yeah.
we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new perspectives.
That's powerful.
It is. Okay, chapter 53. This one's for the disciplined folks. Develop self-discipline. So it's all about cultivating self-discipline, right? As a key ingredient for achieving those long-term goals.
Okay.
So it's about, learning to delay gratification,
Right.
resist temptations,
Okay.
and just stay focused
On.
on those goals,
Right.
even when you don't feel like it.
That's the hard part.
It is. Okay, now we're getting into some mental gymnastics with chapter 54. Debate your pessimistic thoughts.
Debate your pessimistic thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you do that?
So most of us, right, we're pretty good at arguing both sides of an issue.
That's true. Yeah.
So he's saying, what if we consciously use that skill
Mm-hmm.
to challenge those negative thoughts
Oh, I see.
and build a case for a more positive outlook?
So it's like putting those pessimistic thoughts on trial.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a cool way to think about it.
Right. And then chapter 55, he gets a little personal here. Make trouble work for you.
Okay.
He shares a story about a challenging situation with his daughter and how he turns it into, like, an opportunity for self-reflection,
Yeah.
growth.
So he uses the experience to actually learn something.
Yeah. and to examine, like, his relationship with his daughter
Yeah,
and find opportunities for, like, deeper connection and understanding.
that's nice.
Right. It's all about finding those silver linings, even in the tough stuff. Okay, chapter 56, the importance of patience. Big one.
Virtue.
It is. Achieving meaningful goals, it takes time,
Yeah,
persistence.
that's it.
So we got to cultivate that patience if we want to overcome obstacles and reach those dreams.
Absolutely.
Then we have chapter 57, embrace your uniqueness. So you're talking about celebrating your individuality, right?
Yeah.
Leveraging your unique strengths
Yeah,
and perspective.
yeah, like our differences are our greatest assets, right?
Exactly. And then chapter 58, the power of positive self-talk. So important.
It is. It can make or break you.
Seriously. So it's about cultivating, a positive inner dialogue,
Oh.
replacing those negative self-criticisms
Mm.
with, like, encouraging thoughts, supportive thoughts.
Yeah. Be your own cheerleader.
Exactly. And then we have chapter 59, take responsibility. So this one's about taking ownership, right, of your choices, your actions. Focus on what you can control.
Right. And let go of blaming others.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that we have the power to create the life we want.
Yeah, be the architect of your own destiny.
I love that. Okay, chapter 60, the joy of giving. This one explores the idea that helping others can actually be a huge source of motivation.
Oh, interesting. It's like shifting the focus outwards again.
It is. It's about recognizing that, we're all interconnected.
Okay.
And by contributing to the well-being of others, we actually experience a deeper sense of purpose, meaning.
That makes sense.
And then we get to chapter 61, breathe deeply, simple but powerful.
Right, breathing. Yeah, it's essential.
And he brings up this example of Bobby Fischer,
Bobby Fischer.
the chess champion.
Yeah.
He used deep breathing techniques to, like, improve his mental stamina, his focus.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just for relaxation.
No, it's a tool. We can use it to regulate our emotions, reduce stress, just improve our overall well-being.
Makes sense.
Okay, chapter 62, bring on a good coach. So he's saying, even top performers, they benefit from outside perspectives.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We all have blind spots.
Exactly. And he uses this example of Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, the golfer.
You got it. Taking golf lessons even after, like, a disappointing round. So it's about embracing humility.
Yeah.
Recognizing that we can always learn and grow.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 63, the power of focus. Prioritize right.
Yeah. Focus on what matters most.
Exactly. Eliminate those distractions. Concentrate your energy on one task at a time, and you'll be more productive.
Makes sense.
Okay, and then chapter 64, set realistic expectations. So this is about, setting goals that are challenging but also achievable.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot between ambition and realism. Set goals that inspire you, but also that are grounded in what's actually possible.
Yeah.
Right? Given your circumstances, your resources.
That's a good point.
Okay, chapter 65, learn from your mistakes. So this one emphasizes that, like, mistakes,
Yeah.
they're inevitable.
Right. Part of the process.
Exactly. But the key is to learn from them and move forward. So it's about adopting that growth mindset, recognizing that mistakes are valuable learning experiences.
Yeah. Failing forward.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, chapter 66, the power of visualization. So we're back to the power of the mind, creating that clear mental picture, right, of your desired outcome. And that can actually enhance your performance.
That's interesting. So it's like we're leveraging our imagination to create a vision of the future.
Yeah, and then hopefully that vision pulls us forward.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, chapter 67, this is where he gives us that powerful question.
What's that?
Ask yourself, how can I use this?
Oh, okay. So it's about, like, turning problems into opportunities.
Exactly. It's about shifting our perspective,
Yeah.
looking for the hidden potential in
Yeah.
every situation,
Yeah.
and asking ourselves, how can we leverage what we have to create a positive outcome?
It's a good question to ask, just in general in life.
Seriously. Okay, chapter 68. Don't get mad, get better. So it's a reminder that, setbacks happen, disappointments happen, right? But we have the power to choose our response.
Right.
So instead of getting angry,
Yeah.
channel that frustration into positive action.
Yeah.
Use those moments as fuel to improve your skills. Become even more determined to achieve your goals.
That's a good reminder.
All right, we're getting into habits now. Chapter 69, the power of habit. It's about recognizing that, like, our habits,
Yeah.
they shape our behavior, and our actions
Yeah.
shape our destiny.
Wow. So it's about consciously cultivating those positive habits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they can support our well-being and help
Mm.
us create the life we want.
That makes sense.
Chapter 70, the importance of self-care. Prioritize your well-being, physical, mental, emotional.
Yeah, self-care is not selfish.
It's not. And it's so important, right? Because
Right.
we can't pour from an empty cup. We got to take care of ourselves first.
So true. Then we can actually take care of others and
Yeah.
achieve those goals.
Exactly. Okay, chapter 71. This one's a journey. Look inside to find out who you are.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's about connecting with your authentic self, right?
Yeah.
Identifying those values, passions, purpose. Create a life that's aligned with who you truly are.
That's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
It is. All right, chapter 72 might sound a little intense. Go to war.
Go to war. With what?
It's about finding that sense of urgency.
Okay.
Recognizing that our time is precious.
Yeah.
And he tells this inspiring story about Anthony Burgess,
Anthony Burgess.
the writer.
Yeah.
He started writing like crazy after he got diagnosed with a terminal illness.
Oh, wow.
So it's about embracing that sense of urgency to tap into your potential. Make the most of every moment.
Yeah, life is short. We got to make it count.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, chapter 73, use the 5% solution. This one's about making small, incremental changes over time.
Okay. Little by little.
Exactly. He's saying that even tiny adjustments, right?
Yeah.
They compound into significant results.
So it's about consistency.
Consistency is key. Okay, chapter 74, this one's permission to be imperfect. Just do it badly.
Do it badly. Okay, explain that one.
So it's about overcoming that procrastination by giving yourself permission to start, even if you don't feel ready, even if you know it's not going to be perfect.
Oh, I get it. Like done is better than perfect.
Exactly. Action creates momentum. So just start.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Okay, chapter 75, back to mindfulness. The power of now.
Yeah.
Another reminder, right?
Yeah.
To be fully present
Yeah.
in the current moment.
Let go of the past. Don't worry about the future.
Exactly. That's where true joy and fulfillment are.
Absolutely.
Okay, chapter 76, take risks.
Step outside that comfort zone.
You got it. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth.
Yeah.
Recognizing that. True fulfillment often lies beyond those boundaries of what we think is possible.
That's true. You never know what you're capable of until you try.
Exactly. Okay, chapter 77, learn from your failures.
Yeah.
So, we talked about this before, right? Setbacks are going to happen.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
But by reframing our perspective on those experiences, we can actually gain valuable lessons and become even more resilient, more determined to succeed.
Feeling forward.
You got it. All right, chapter 78, the power of perseverance.
Okay.
So the road to success is rarely easy.
Yeah.
Right? Obstacles are going to come up. Challenges are inevitable. But it's about having that grit, that determination to keep going.
Yeah, never give up on your dreams.
Never give up no matter how long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, chapter 79, time to celebrate. Celebrate your successes.
Yes.
It's about acknowledging and appreciating your accomplishments, big and small.
Take the time to enjoy those wins.
Yes. Savor those victories. Recognize how far you've come.
Mm-hmm. Cultivate gratitude.
Exactly. Okay, chapter 80, another action-oriented one.
Yeah.
Don't just tell, be.
Okay. So walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
You got it. It's about leading by example,
Okay.
embodying those values, those qualities you admire.
Yeah. Actions speak louder than words.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 81, we've got the importance of mentorship. So this one's all about seeking guidance, right?
Yeah.
From mentors, from role models.
Yeah, the people who've been there, done that.
Exactly. We don't have to figure everything out on our own.
Right. Learn from their experience.
Learn from their experience.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 82, develop a growth mindset. So this is about viewing challenges
Yeah.
as opportunities for learning, for development.
Okay, yeah. Like believing that your abilities aren't fixed, right?
Exactly. And they can be developed through effort, through perseverance.
That's the growth mindset.
You got it. And then chapter 83, back to our strengths. Focus on your strengths. So identify those talents, those abilities.
Yeah, play to those strengths.
Play to your strengths. And then, delegate or outsource the things that you're not good at.
Right, the things that drain you.
The things that drain you. Okay, chapter 84. This one might sound radical. Go on a news fast.
A news fast, like no news at all.
He's talking about taking a break.
Yeah.
From consuming news, especially the negative stuff, the sensationalized stuff.
Oh, okay. Like a mental detox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reclaim your mental space, reduce that stress, and focus on the things that nourish you, inspire you.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's so much negativity out there.
I know, right?
Eh.
Okay, chapter 85, replace worry with action. So action is the antidote to worry, right?
Okay, so instead of just sitting and worrying about something,
Yeah,
do something about it.
exactly. Even if it's a small step,
Yeah, take action.
it helps reduce that anxiety, and then you're actually making progress toward a solution. All right, chapter 86, we're getting into the essentials now. The importance of sleep.
Oh, sleep is so important.
It is. We got to prioritize it, right? For our physical health, our mental health,
Yeah, it impacts everything. Our mood, our energy, our focus.
everything. Okay, chapter 87, the power of exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what's good for us.
Oh, yeah. So many benefits.
But it's not just about physical health.
Uh,
Regular exercise, it reduces stress, it improves your mood, boosts energy.
yeah, and it can make you more creative, too.
Seriously. Okay, chapter 88, eat for energy. So the food we eat, it has a direct impact on our energy,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Food is fuel.
It is. So we
Mhm.
got to nourish our bodies with healthy foods, nutrient-rich foods
Yeah.
that fuel our minds and bodies
Mm,
and support our well-being.
makes sense.
Okay, chapter 89. This one's often overlooked. Hydrate your body. Water. So important.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to forget to drink enough water.
I know. And dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches.
Yeah, it can make you feel sluggish.
It really can. Okay, chapter 90. Getting organized with manage your time wisely.
Time management, big one.
It is. So
Yeah.
this chapter is all about practical tips and strategies for being more efficient.
Okay, like what?
Learning to eliminate distractions. Prioritize those tasks that are most important. Really make the most of your time.
Makes sense.
All right, chapter 91. Don't be ashamed of your weaknesses. We've all got them right.
We do.
But this one's about reframing our perspective on them.
Okay.
What we perceive as weaknesses, they can actually be strengths in disguise.
Oh, interesting. So it's about like embracing those imperfections.
Exactly.
Right.
And that can actually make you more authentic, more resilient.
That's a good point.
Right. Okay. Chapter 92. This one's about finding that sweet spot. Find your flow.
Oh, I've heard of flow state, like where you lose track of time.
You got it. So it's about identifying those activities,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
that bring you joy,
Yep.
that you get completely absorbed in.
that's a good feeling.
It is. All right, chapter 93. This one's for the dreamers. Shoot for the moon.
Dream big.
Dream big.
Oh.
So he's encouraging us to set these, like, audacious goals
Okay.
that seem almost impossible,
Right.
just to, like, stretch those boundaries of
Oh,
what we
yeah.
believe is possible.
Yeah, I like that.
Right. And then we have chapter 94, never give up. This one emphasizes resilience,
Yeah.
determination,
Keep going.
keep going,
Never give up.
and believing in those dreams, right?
Yeah, knowing that they're worth fighting for.
They are. Okay, chapter 95. This is a good one to end on. Believing yourself.
Okay.
Cultivate that self-belief. Trust in your own abilities. Silence that inner critic.
Yeah, all that negative self-talk.
And replace it with positive affirmations,
Yeah.
empowering beliefs
Okay.
that support your growth and your success.
Love it.
Okay, and then chapter 96, hold your vision accountable. So this one's about, creating that crystal clear vision for the future,
Okay.
writing down your goals,
Uh-huh.
creating a plan, holding yourself accountable
Yeah, for taking those steps.
to actually make those dreams a reality.
That's important.
Okay, chapter 97, connect truth to beauty.
Truth to beauty. Okay.
This one's about living a life of integrity, authenticity, aligning your actions with your values,
Makes sense.
and just, like, being true to yourself, right?
Yeah. He's saying that honesty and integrity, they actually contribute to our overall well-being.
That's what he's saying. Okay, we have chapter 98. This one might sound a little unusual. Read yourself a story.
Read yourself a story. What's that about?
So it's about reading aloud
Oh, okay.
to enhance your comprehension, your retention.
Interesting.
It's like Abraham Lincoln used to do this.
He did.
Yeah. So it's about, like, engaging multiple senses in the learning process and using your voice to bring the words to life.
That's a cool idea. I've never thought about that.
Right. It's a good one. Okay, chapter 99. Ready to laugh. Laugh for no reason.
Laugh for no reason. Okay.
This one's about embracing the power of laughter, right?
Mm.
As a tool to boost your mood, reduce stress, just enhance your well-being.
Laughter is the best medicine, right?
It really is. And he talks about that Zen practice of laughing meditation.
Laughing meditation. I've never heard of that.
So the idea is, even if you don't feel like laughing, the act of laughing can actually change how you feel.
Oh, interesting. Fake it till you make it.
Exactly. Just give yourself permission to be silly, joyful. All right, then finally, chapter 100, we've made it. Walk with love and death.
Wow, that sounds profound.
It is. This one's about Chandler's personal practice of taking walks
Okay.
to reflect on challenges, connect with himself, find inspiration. So it's like a walking meditation, right?
Yeah. A way to process your thoughts, connect with your inner wisdom.
Exactly. It really is. It really makes you think, like,
Mm.
how do I want to spend my time, my energy?
Yeah.
Out of these 100 ways, is there one that, like, jumps out at you?
Hmm.
The one you're thinking, okay, I need to try this.
So many good ones.
Yeah, right.
It's tough to choose. I think I'm really drawn to that shift your inspiration to someone else idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really challenges that. Like, motivation has to be self-serving.
Right, right.
Like, what if helping others is actually the most energizing thing?
It's such a cool concept.
It is.
I'm also intrigued by just do it badly,
Oh, yeah.
because I feel like I get stuck in perfectionism a lot.
Yeah.
And that idea of giving myself permission to just start,
Yeah.
even if it's messy,
Right.
could be huge.
I think that resonates with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes back to that action-driving belief thing.
Yeah.
We wait to feel confident,
Right.
motivated
Right.
before we start.
Yeah.
But what if it's the doing that actually creates those feelings?
It's like we've been approaching it backwards this whole time.
Maybe. And that's what I love about this book. Like,
Oh.
it makes you question all those assumptions we have about motivation.
Yeah.
It's not just willpower discipline.
Right.
It's about understanding how your mind works and finding the strategies that work for you.
Yes. Okay, so for everyone listening, we want to hear from you. Which of these 100 ways are you most excited to try? What resonated? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. And remember, these aren't the only ways to get motivated.
Oh, yeah.
What other, like, unconventional approaches
Yeah.
have you encountered?
We love hearing from you guys.
Yeah.
And let us know what book you want us to deep dive into next.
Always up for an adventure in knowledge.
All right, as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe so you don't miss out on future deep dives.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time, stay curious, stay motivated, and keep learning.